on I guess his favorite editor, Notepad++, which I agree it's great. Editing on something other than Notepad or whatever you may be using is a definite plus, especially when it comes to color coded or text highlighting or syntax highlighting. Definitely helps you catch your errors. And I remember one of our classmates back in, I guess, week 6 maybe, she was, or week 7 maybe, she was saying something that she had to upload her files or her index or her HTML pages into the web server to see the results. And I was thinking to myself, why would you want to do that? And I guess as people who might be new to development, it might be a little bit challenging and a little bit more doesn't come naturally. So what I wanted to touch about today on the discussion is the how IDEs speed up your development. And the one I wanted to share is the one that I use, which is Aptana 3.0. You can get it off their website. It's open source. There's a lot of documentation that helps you speed up. So why would you want to use this? Well, I usually use a 27-inch monitor or my MacBook Pro. I'm on a MacBook Air today, so the screen real estate isn't a lot, but it'll be enough to kind of show what I am wanting to show you. So basically, we have our index here, we have our style CSS. These are saved locally into a directory already. This is already linked. The CSS is already linked to my HTML page. And to kind of just explain how this works, instead of having multiple Notepad documents open and your web browser open and you're refreshing and all that stuff, you kind of have it all in one. And you can actually open more than one page at a time if you have multiple pages to your website, like page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, page 5. And then you can just click between those and you can refresh this and kind of see. So basically, let's go ahead and get into it, kind of explain how this works. And the beauty of this, of Automa, is that it kind of just, it refreshes when you save, aside from the style sheet. So if I did say like hello cmst 385, save, it just populate right there, as you can see. And of course we're not going to do that. We're going to go and get into a paragraph, just kind of build some really quick. Alright, so we have 3 paragraphs. We're going to save that, and it's built in there already. So you can see that how efficient this is, rather than uploading to your web server or refreshing into your browser. It does it all right there. Now let's add some links really quick. Let's see, call this item list real quick. And we'll just do about 4 of those. All right, so we have 4 list items. Perfect. So that's how easy it is if you just want to build your web page rather than having to save something, go back to your files, and then hitting refresh on your browser. You can see all the reflections of it right now. So if we deleted all of this or just cut it out and saved it, it's an obvious time saver right there. So dropping that back in, saving it, and then formatting this. All right, cool. Let's actually bring this up here because I wanted to use this as a, yes. And with CSS, it's pretty much similar. So we'll call this display. Actually, the CSS, you have to do that because refresh here, but it's still quicker. I haven't found out how to actually do it for the CSS, but it's still quite a big time saver as well. We'll call this gray. Yeah, whatever. And then you want to have your P. We'll just call this width. We'll go about 50% of the page. We'll color this gray as well. Now I'll color this. This is just to kind of show what it does. Bam. So as you can see, it's instead of having to refresh, which I'm trying to point out here, you can actually do all this at once and then upload it into your web server, and it'll still save it. It'll still show or be the same. So highly suggest using a development. It doesn't have to be Aptana, but something that kind of shows you what you're working with rather than trying to guess and trying to figure out what you're doing. So that wraps it up for my tip for week 8. I look forward to seeing you all in whatever class comes up next in our curriculum. Thank you to Professor Roberta Bush. I will see you again. Hopefully have you teach the next iteration of this class. And aloha, Robin. Thanks, everybody. Have a great winter break in 2 months. Bye.